Hello, good morning. It's coming to you from QTV. I am Ibrahim Abalde. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to QTV this morning. And we are back on the platform, joined by Mr. Ade Drame as the co-host today.
I'm the co-host today, and it's always a pleasure to co-host, even though it's always last minute, but I still enjoy it.
Should I call you jumping newspaper guest and co-host?
Well, or something. I seem to be on it every day for the last 3 weeks.
Yeah,
fixture now.
we enjoy every moment we share with you on this platform. So we have our newspaper review guest, no other than the Alhaji Mr. Malik Kah. Yes, good morning.
It's my pleasure as always to join you.
Yeah. It's good to have you here. On the program today, we will be looking at the African proverb. And, like I said, Mr. Kah will be reviewing the newspaper with us. Then we'll be talking to Ibu Kamara, Country Coordinator, Club Foot Association of the Gambia. Then we will also be looking at the recently the National Spelling Bee competition conducted by Salimatu Foundation. Yes. So we'll be taking a look at it. We'll be having them on the program, and they'll be taking us through what motivates them to do this.
And it's a big one because the winners get to go to Ethiopia to take part.
Exactly. They are preparing our kids to for a bigger competition. Yeah. So I think that's a good one. You catch them when they are young, before they grow.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So we'll have to subject you to some tests today. Spell some of the words.
Oh,
be ready.
I can spell words. I can spell words like catabolizing, anti-disadvertisementarism, NCP Helen. So
you make up those words. I presume never heard of them.
Exactly. So, Mr. Ade, our African proverb, what does it read today?
Well, yes. I mean, I've been insisting that we should always say where these come from, and this one, I'm told, is from
Congo.
So I don't
is
know
it
whether
our Congo?
Well, I don't know whether it's Congo Brazza
Kinshasa
or Congo Kinshasa, but it says Congo. So next time, let's be specific. It says it is easy to find trouble than to avoid it. Mr. Kah, is this true?
I think so. Trouble.
And if so,
trouble is always around the corner.
It's easy to find it everywhere.
So if you're that type that like to stir things up, it's very easy to provoke people or to do something that is, bound to create some kind of rift or friction, So it's really easy to start trouble if you want to stir it up. Rather than to avoid it. Avoiding trouble is much more difficult.
When I was at school in Sierra Leone, I was always very quiet, in fact, quite shy. In fact, some guy was teasing me about this on WhatsApp, saying, what happened to you? When I remembered you, you used to be very shy. And even though I was shy and I was quiet, I always seemed to get into trouble with my teachers. Because if I was in class and they said something that was wrong, you weren't supposed to correct them. You were meant to just keep quiet and let the whole class believe this whatever nonsense had been said.
It's true.
And so I would say, sir, I don't think that's right. And so I was always getting punished, and eventually, actually, I got expelled from
from the school?
From one school, yeah, which was very upsetting for my mother because her grandfather had once been principal of that school. It's the oldest secondary school in the whole of West Africa. It was originally the Sierra Leone Grammar School by the time I went there. It's, I wasn't rude or anything like that, but they just didn't like it because then, whatever teacher said was the law.
It's final.
So I agree. It's easy to find trouble than to avoid it because I didn't set out to be disrespectful, but
trouble
it found me
everywhere. It's easy to find it than to avoid it. But although avoiding it is the best option. I agree with you people, Mr. Kah and Mr. Ade.
Yes. I mean, yesterday, driving home with two of my colleagues, Mboj and Buba Fati, just after Coco Ocean on that main Virgil Harding highway, I was driving. There was a clear road, so I was going at a decent speed. And there was a vehicle on my right who decided to, because there's one place where there's an opening where you can turn and do a U-turn. And this guy who was on my right just decided to U-turn.
Wow.
And had that opening not been there for me to go into, I would have smashed into him and we probably all would have been dead. I mean, it really was that bad. I mean, he gave no signal, no indication that he was turning. He just turned full circle right in front of me, and had I not gone round him into that gap, then
well,
I wouldn't
mean,
be here.
I think most of the
Totally
time,
reckless.
these drivers, they do that. I mean, most of this,
think he was paying
especially
attention.
commercial vehicle, you know, when you are on the highway, they don't even signal that they are, you
That
know,
they're doing
trying
turning
to
left, right away.
pick someone.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
they
yeah,
do,
yeah.
they are in a haste. They just, I mean,
Pull over. Yeah.
I saw an accident on my way going home right around
on
that
there.
area yesterday, a motorbike involved.
Oh,
There is accidents on that road every day now, and they have to address it now. I think it's becoming pandemic
yeah.
to the extent that, you know, I mean, it's scary to be driving there because the way they interchange lanes, they don't have discipline, and sometimes incoming traffic against the outflow of traffic. There are so many issues that ought to be addressed now, and it's immediate, it's urgent, and it's dangerous.
I think impatience also plays a significant part. So yesterday again, as I left work, right, the road which is opposite our office here, again, I'm there with my colleagues, and we can see two cars. One is coming from the road and turning into Kairaba Avenue, and the other one wanted. And neither of them wanted to give way, and they smashed into each other right in front of us. And I'm thinking, well, you can both see each other. Just stop and let one person go. Neither wanted to give way, and unfortunately, the guy who was coming down the road on to turn, he had a really nice Mercedes-Benz. You should have seen the front was a mess.
Yeah,
For
but
what?
driving, that's
Impatience.
one thing they must
Impatience.
understand. Attitude is also part of driving.
big
It's
time.
not being able to mechanically operate
Yeah.
the car from A to B.
Yeah.
That's the easiest bit.
mental.
The other bit is
Yeah.
your attitude
Yeah.
on the road.
Yeah.
You know, having consideration for other road users, and also mindful of the danger that you know put onto people's lives and properties. These are important aspects of learning how to drive. It's not just being able to take the car and move it A to B, but attitude.
I think I agree with Malik here, because I think we need to start teaching people that this four-wheeled thing is a lethal weapon. Particularly when you think of the number of deaths we have in this country, it's disproportionately high for a country of this size. And we need to start telling people that actually what you're operating is a lethal weapon, so handle it with care. You know, but people don't.
You know, sometimes I'll be like, okay, now the ranking when it comes to accidents, we were number 8.
No, our worst was number 4.
Number 4.
We are now at number 8.
Number 8.
Globally.
Yes.
But
So-
our worst ranking was 4th.
So what will happen again? I mean, you know, this is going to really pose another threat to our ranking.
And for me, even those rankings are a joke, because you and I know that many times people crash into each other just there and then they exchange money or numbers and it's sorted. It's not recorded anywhere, not by an insurance company and so on. If they recorded those once, we will be number 1.
We'll be,
no
we'll
doubt.
be more than
I
that.
think you should start inviting instructors, drivers, instructors, the police, so that they speak to the public directly as to how they drive, attitude, temperament. There is too much road rage sometimes, and you don't give way, like you say, to each other. This type of road rage endangers lives.
Sure.
And it's manifested in the way that you move a vehicle, because people feel very secure when they are inside the car.
Yeah.
You feel protected, you feel you can do anything that you want. And sometimes you are not in control, because things can happen. Brakes can fail you, the tires might not be good, the road is wet. You know, there are a host of issues that can cause
I mean,
accidents.
I witnessed an incident where a driver collided into a wall, and what he said to me, I changed my brakes yesterday, you know, and it was very serious. So anything
the tires
can
can
happen.
be wrong. You know, sometimes the tires also,
That's
it's
one
not
of the
just the
worst,
brakes.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
can
the
have
tires.
the tires, they will not have a grip. And when the road is wet, it's very slippery. So you just assume that you've changed your brakes and everything is good.
Yeah.
Didn't check the tires.
Yeah, I mean, Mr. Carr mentioned about we should invite the police and also driving. I agree, but also what's quite ironic is that the reason why we had those 3 police officers, PIU people, who ended up being shot, 2 killed and so on, is because just 4 days before that, the police had issued a press release saying that they were concerned at the number of road traffic accidents, and because of that, they will be mounting a series of checkpoints across. And various places, and they mention some of the places, including where these people were shot. So it's rather ironic that essentially they were on traffic duty, you know, enhanced traffic duty, because obviously, you know, they wanted to tell. And I did see them telling people to slow down.
Well, yeah, I've
and pull
witnessed
over
that as
and
well.
so on.
They will
And
tell you to reduce the
reduce
speed
your
that you're,
speed.
yeah.
Yeah,
so
but-
on.
but
And-
for
and
me,
yeah.
Ade, that I don't think for me is the solution.
Oh no, it's not.
They
I'm
need
just
to
saying.
have
No.
traffic officers with motorbikes
Yeah.
and stationed at different
And
points,
speed
because
guns.
if you have these regular stops, as you approach them,
Yeah.
you will slow down.
You slow down.
And then
No,
go.
yeah.
But if you have these
Yeah.
bikers like you find in other countries,
Yeah.
they'll just be looking around waiting.
Yeah.
If you break the traffic, they just come zoom, park you,
Yeah.
and then off the road.
It's-
Take
yeah.
your license, seize it, do whatever, but
Yeah.
make sure there is penalty on you, the infraction or the offense that you have committed.
Yeah.
This way, you will always be mindful, because you don't know where they're coming out from.
Yeah.
So it's easy. Let them give these police officers motorbikes, traffic especially, so that they are stationed maybe every 5 kilometers. You will have one officer covering that.
Oh yeah. I mean, 100% agree. I only mentioned that they had said this. Not I don't
understand.
agree
I'm
this is
just
a solution.
saying their
Yeah.
strategy
Yeah.
of placing
It's
police
not
officers
gonna work.
to come as you approach that.
You know they're
just
there.
slow down.
You know that
but
they're
if you
there.
have these
Yeah.
traffic officers with motorbikes,
Oh, yeah.
they are patrolling the highways.
highways.
Then it's
Yeah,
very-
you will be careful. You will be
Yeah.
like, we have them here, so you don't
of
have
course,
to be
and if
speeding.
you commit a crime, they'll just follow you and stop you.
and
This-
take your
this-
license.
Yes.
So, yeah, I think it's important, but something should be done about that route. It's
Yes, it's
very
about
dangerous.
time. I
Yeah.
think it's becoming very urgent, because there is hardly a day that you
There
drive
is.
past that whole the length of the road without seeing an accident.
I mean, there was one.
And this is
yeah. There was
And you
one-
never know. I mean, you never know who is next.
Well, you never know. I mean,
Yeah.
because on our way to work yesterday, I think I mentioned it on the show, there was a shocking accident. In fact, when I passed the spot this morning, the two vehicles were still there. And I almost wanted to take a picture so we would show it on, because they were on opposite side of the road. So obviously one car was driving where they should not have been driving. You know, because there's no way you're going to crash
Yes.
head on.
You know that I've also
when
realized.
all the traffic
you
is
know
meant
the
to be going
Sukurat
this way on the highway.
You know the new road, the airport road.
Yes,
You
yes.
have those that are going and coming.
coming.
The other day when I was driving going towards Airport Junction, there is another car using my lane.
Yeah.
And he was coming with
Directly
speed.
At speed.
Yeah.
You know,
This is-
and he was supposed to use the other lane.
Yeah, this is the indiscipline that
Yeah,
they have
yeah,
to stop.
yeah.
And also, we mentioned the animals the other time, they're still there.
that's
So there has to be some measures that are put in place to ensure that they're protecting the lives of the people. You can be a very careful driver, the other one can be reckless.
Yeah, quite.
So everybody's life is endangered.
Sure.
You know, we have to talk about this, and we have to make sure that they are being put into place now to ensure that accidents are completely removed from
Yeah, so I'm told we should take our break now. From there, then we will take a look at some of the stories that we have that are making headlines now. So we'll be right back after the break.
The art of juggling is a true spectacle of agility, coordination, and speed. A symbol of progression, precision, and mastery. "5G Speed" is like having the juggler in your pocket. With lightning-fast download and upload speeds, you'll easily be able to juggle even the busiest workdays. Whether you're a busy entrepreneur, a creative, or just someone who wants to stay connected. Juggle your tasks with ease with QCell 5G Speed. The future is here. It's fast, reliable, and efficient. First brought to you by QCell. We innovate, others follow.
Yes, I mean, we are back again, and this is QTV this morning. You know, after the president and his people announced whoever apprehended the suspect, you know, Sucre traffic light incident, you know, he would be rewarded handsomely. But before end of day yesterday, we were able to receive information. I've seen even the Gambia Police Force circulating certain messages that the suspect has been apprehended in Jululung.
They came on our news.
Yes,
we
Jululung,
spoke to them.
Casamas. So, well, I mean, I think that's a very, you know, positive step towards apprehending suspects like this. I mean, this time they were swift when it comes to, you know, getting this one, Mr. Ka.
It just shows the collaborative work that is needed between us and Senegal. You know, this. So I don't know, but I would assume that the Jululung is
in Casamance.
It's in Senegal. So definitely they must have, you know, have a role in it in terms of assisting. So, you know, when you commit a crime, there shouldn't be any hidden place for you in the region and the whole world for that matter, because you commit a crime, you have to come answer for it. I mean, it's good that the guy is apprehended without any more other incidents, because he was armed. So as people were saying, you know, apprehend him, there is a bounty on him. I'm thinking, hey, warn these people that this guy should not be approached, he's armed. So people must have to think along those lines, rather than just thinking of the money and going for the bounty.
Armed and dangerous.
So yeah, and therefore, you have to approach this kind of situations with care. You can only report, but don't make the effort to go and apprehend the guy yourself, because you would not have been trained as to how to react if there is any, you know, attempt, you know, to finish you. And so yeah, it's good that they got him. Now he will be prosecuted, and then the evidence will be before the public domain, and we will know what transpired.
It's good that they have a suspect. Let's put it like that.
Yeah.
We don't know whether it's him who is the assailant, but they have a suspect.
A suspect, yeah.
I was intrigued because the police had not issued anything approaching a description of an individual that they were looking for. It was very vague. So I did wonder how this person was able to know that this was the person, but we've since heard and seen unverified audio being circulated where this person is allegedly confessing that I shot 3 people, and he then is told that 2 of them died. So I don't know how whether we can verify that. But the suspect is in custody. We did try and send a team to where we heard he was being processed, but they wouldn't allow the media to film anything. They said because at the moment the suspect is being questioned and the investigation is ongoing. So still he's just a suspect. We don't know whether he is the man.
Well,
yet.
I am pretty sure, I mean, after all their investigation, the conclusion then the Gambia Police Force and other authorities will revert back to the public.
Of course,
yes,
we expect so. There's a lot of interest in this case. You can't avoid that.
You know, so I think now we need to be very cautious as a nation, you know, be very careful. If we get to a stage whereby someone can walk with a gun and gun down security, I'm not saying it will keep happening, but at least to be more careful. Yeah,
but I also don't want that knee-jerk reaction kind of people are circulating now, Gambia is not safe, it's dangerous. This type of incidents, unfortunate as they are, do happen in countries, and they are not, especially in Gambia, it's not something that happens quite often or regularly. We hardly have this. That is why it's so sensational. Well, you know, to make it as if, you know, you walk down the streets like when it used to be like Harlem, and you get gunned down, and, you know, that's not the situation we have here. We have to wait for the suspect to be processed. But there are lots of questions that are pending that ought to be asked. What is his mental status? How did he? There are lots of issues that we ought to know. But relatively, Gambia is a very safe country. We have to acknowledge that. We cannot bandy this impression.
We haven't become America overnight. And you know, when you keep saying this, that's the kind of impression you're giving. We have to be. No, it's a single incident. It's shocking. It's tragic. It's you know, whatever. But it doesn't mean that suddenly the whole country is unsafe. Well, it just does not mean that.
It's not like the whole country is unsafe. But I mean, Mr. Ka, it's good to be careful too.
And nobody's saying we shouldn't be careful.
You always have to.
You have to be careful.
We were just talking about drivers. We just
no
all the people who die on the roads. Does that stop you driving your car?
Well, what I know is, I mean, we should not judge everybody by what happened. I mean, maybe this is a single incident. I understand.
Yeah. That's why when I had people say we should arm our police, we should, no, that's not the route to take. You know, let's have a conversation. This incident has happened. Let's wait for the details, the facts, so that we can separate the chaff from the grain. Because social media is such a platform that anybody can just come and say anything that you like. And that is scary if people start latching onto the things that are being said. Some are fake. There is a lot of fake news. Some are, having a modicum of truth. But what we want is mainstream. That's why Ade and others did the effort to invite the police, so that they can come on the TV and speak to the public. So let's go by what they are having in terms of concrete evidence rather than the speculation and the fear-mongering. Let's cut that and then deal with the reality as it is.
Well, it's important also for us to know what caliber of weapon, what type of a gun was he having, so that we can know. I mean, because people are saying, okay, guns are circulating in this country, the way people, relate messages. Maybe it's a hunting gun. Nobody knows. Hunting guns can kill.
The Gambia, to my knowledge, has never had an incident of this in the history of its independence. We have never had any. So I'm not sure why people think because of this incident guns are circulating. We don't have a serious issue of gun crime, of robberies with guns, particularly high. We don't. And we should not start panicking the public by extrapolating from one incident that suddenly, we need to take this precaution, nobody's saying let's be complacent. No, not to say. But until we find out why this individual did what he did, only then will you know what he could have been carrying drugs, he could have been in a disturbed mental state. There are 100 possibilities, but we don't know. So if somebody was mentally disturbed, do we then lock up everybody who is mentally disturbed because one mentally disturbed person shoots dead? So we don't know.
I agree with you, Mr. Ade. I mean, for the fact that I refused to agree yesterday, today at least I've agreed. So, well, I think, Mr. Carr, this is all we have for you. I mean, on the newspaper review.
A very brief newspaper review.
Yes, we have other segments coming, and I know we will be having at least a lengthy discussion on those segments because they are very significant too. So thank you very much, Mr. Carr, for reviewing the papers with us, although we didn't have the physical
We reviewed one story.
Yeah, we reviewed one story, So we'll take a short break. After the break, then we will talk to, Salimatu Foundation for organizing the spelling bee, the National Spelling Bee competition in the Gambia, and they are preparing the youngsters for Ethiopia.
They are indeed, and we'll also be speaking to Ibu Kamara,
on Club Food Association of the Gambia. So we'll be right back.
Technology has always been at the forefront of our lives, and the way we use it has evolved drastically over the years. With the advent of 5G internet, we are entering a new era of technological innovation that promises to transform the way we live, work, and play. 5G internet is capable of providing data speeds up to 100 times faster than 4G, making it the ideal solution for streaming high-quality videos, playing online games, and downloading large files on the go. 5G internet is already transforming cities across the globe, powering smart cities, self-driving cars, and virtual reality experiences that were once thought impossible. 5G internet is also paving the way for Internet of Things, allowing for seamless connectivity between devices and the creation of a truly connected world. For the first time in the Gambia, QCell is bringing tomorrow's technology to you today with the launch of QCell 5G Internet. Get ready to experience the out-of-this-world wonders of QCell's 5G Internet. For more information, call 111. QCell. We innovate, others follow.
The future is now. With QCell's 5G network, experience speeds like never before with our new 5G Rocket Fixed Internet plan. Get speeds from 10 Mbps to 100 Mbps. Your 5G-enabled devices. Walk into QCell headquarters to get one of our 5G routers and experience the true feeling of 5G. Only with QCell. QCell brings you the future. Tech, innovation, incredible speed. The future is now. For more information, call our customer care on 111. QCell, Sunyapus. We innovate, others follow. Terms and conditions apply.
QCell brings you the future with our ultimate bundles. Enjoy the best voice and data bundle plans in one package. Get unlimited data packages with flexible validity and enjoy what true internet feels like. Get 30 minutes of on-net and off-net calls with 5 gigabytes of data for just $350. Or get bigger bundle packages from 10 gigabytes to 20 gigabytes with over 100 on-net and off-net voice calls and enjoy the fastest internet speed in the Gambia. You can also buy 1-day, 3-day or even 7-day packages and enjoy unlimited data bundles with uncapped speeds. Just dial *343# today and experience the limitless capabilities of the QCell network. *343# should be your favorite code to dial now. For more information, call our customer care on 111. QCell. We innovate, others follow.
Step into the Espas Motors showroom for your luxurious name brand vehicle. Located along the Bertil Harding Highway, Espas Motors is the Gambia's authorized dealer for Chery, Kia, Ford, and now we bring you the new Peugeot Model 3008 SUV. 18-inch alloy wheels, 216 inches high ground clearance, keyless entry system, start and stop button, rear parking assistance system, reverse camera, adaptive cruise control with speed limit, LED daytime running lights, front and side airbags, 8-inch HD touchscreen. Not to forget our exquisite Peugeot Landtrek double cabin pickup with 2.1-liter diesel engine, 6-speed manual transmission 4x4, hill descent control, LED daytime running lights. Espas Motors, the authorized dealer for Peugeot. Visit us today or call us on 35-2222 or 353-4444.
Do your banking the smart way with the new Ajibank mobile app. Transfer money to any bank account in the Gambia. Top up airtime for all networks. Pay utility bills. Check your account balance and view mini statements. Request for ATM cards. Request for checkbooks and more in a single touch. So, do your banking in a smart way. Do your banking now with Ajibank mobile app. Every time is banking time. Ajibank, your investment partner. You asked for it.
You asked for it. Yeah, so we are back, and this is QTV This Morning. I am Ibrahim Abalde. Now, let's take a look at the National Spelling Bee competition organized by Salimatu Foundation. You know, they are trying to catch our youngsters young before they grow. Catch them young or kill them young. You remember that phrase? Yeah. Kill them before they grow.
Exactly. I know that one.
Exactly. So we have Fatoumata P. Fofana in the studios with us. You're part of the organizing team. And we have Saidina Muhammad Dabo. I love the Saidina, you know, and when I say Saidina, you know what I'm talking about. It's a big name. MashaAllah. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Yeah, so it's good to have you here. Can you spell anti-disadvertisementarism for me?
Can you pronounce it again?
Anti-disadvertisementarism. Can you spell that for me?
A-N-T-I-D-I-S. This what?
Anti-disadvertisementary. Okay, now spell catamalizing.
Don't spell any of those.
Okay, I'll give you the shortest one.
Yeah.
Spell bunkum.
Yeah. That's all right.
All right, it is good to have you here, gentlemen and lady. Let's start with Fatoumata. I always confuse you, Salimatu. Yeah, so Fatoumata, take us through the spelling bee competition.
Good morning, everyone. So the spelling bee competition has been organized by Salimatu Foundation for Education. I guess that's why you keep.
That's why.
Yeah, Salimatu is the founder, and I am the coordinator for the spelling bee program. So Salimatu Foundation for Education is a foundation that it's a right to civil society organization that advocates for quality, free, and affordable education for all. And one of our objectives is to promote literacy and life skills as well. So that is where the spelling bee comes in.
Sure.
So it's the first edition wherein we started with the regional spelling bee competition across all the regions in the country.
Okay.
So we opened applications online, students came forward to apply, teachers and of course school heads had to apply on behalf of their students as well in all the regions. We also sent our forms, hard copies, to those who were not able to access the forms online, just to make sure everyone out there
Make
from
it
here,
inclusive.
exactly, from here down to Basif or to Yoara has a chance to be part of the spelling bee. So regional spelling bee was concluded in July, and fast forward we had the national spelling bee this month.
Cool.
Oh, interesting. Mr. Ade, I think it's important for us to be having these type of competitions.
Yes, I mean, we you know, I grew up in an era in Sierra Leone when this was the norm.
Right.
Every week, as part of some of your lessons, your teacher would point to you, give you a word, and you had to spell
That's
it.
what I hate.
And so
during my
we
school
learned.
days,
So-
I hate that.
So a lot of the time we
teacher
would
pointing at me.
spend
No.
the time looking through dictionaries and so on to learn
Right.
words. But Saidna, I mean, you won.
Yeah.
Can you tell us which region you're from?
I'm from KMC Banjul region.
Ah, okay. KMC Banjul. I hope they weren't all KMC and Greater Banjul amongst the winners. I hope it was a regional spread.
Yeah, it was. So we have like two, the first and second. So they now won in the senior category from the
Yeah,
KMC.
that's right,
So we have the second position from North Bank region.
Okay.
We have the third position from KMC as well.
Right.
So when it comes to the junior category, we have the first and the second from West Coast region and the third from Sierra North.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So it is
Then
inclusive.
it is balanced
A proper
now.
national
Right.
one. So what made you enter? Do you have a love of words?
Like, I'm really good at spellings.
Okay.
As I've discovered, like, when my third year comes,
Yes.
like, we normally do spellings, like, at the end of the lesson. each
Right,
lesson,
right, right.
Yeah, so, like, my sister, like, my elder sister, like, I do spellings with her, and I normally pass her. So, like, when she saw the post on Instagram, she introduced me to it.
Ah, okay,
That's how I
right,
got
right.
in.
Okay. I'm glad they still do that, because I thought it was a kind of dying thing, like end of the
Yeah.
lesson, they get people to spell. So I'm glad that that's still going on.
Well, you know, for me, one thing I love the spelling bee competition, it's now people are more glued to their phones. You know, students are not reading anymore. They are on Facebook, WhatsApp, you know.
Oh, what they're reading?
Some of them are not
They're
reading.
not reading books.
Some of them are not reading books. You understand? Things that will benefit you in the future. I mean, so if you are focused on your education and you have to go through each and every word to take your time to read a word, to be able to spell a word, I think that's a very positive step.
Positive is commendable.
Yeah. So how do you feel? I mean, to be, you know, called a winner.
I was really excited.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't expect it.
Okay.
And it's more of, like, a feeling I've never had before.
Right. Oh, wow. Okay.
Like, since I got the first spelling wrong.
Right.
That was an elimination round. So
Oh, okay.
I almost cried. But
Oh.
and then I ended up winning the whole thing. So it was
Okay.
really an exciting thing.
So on the final itself, how many words did you and did the fellow competitors have to spell? Do you remember how many words, or do you?
It was actually from the judges' side. It was
Right.
quite competitive because
Right.
personally, as the coordinator, I've interacted with all the kids
Right.
from West Coast region where we had the first round of the spelling bee down to the last,
Right.
and then I had to tell all the kids and the coaches that it's going to be competitive.
Sure.
These kids are all smart. I think it's more like having they don't have the chance to do these kind of
Yeah,
things.
correct.
We have lots of smart youngsters in the country, and we just need to do our quota to do it. So the last part of the competition was quite competitive, as the judges had to.
Yeah.
And it went to a point we even exhausted our word list.
I was
So,
going to say.
yeah,
that's why I was
judges
asking how many words.
Judges
Yeah,
had
yeah.
to come in with words in
Right.
order to determine the winner, first runner-up, and the second runner-up.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Have either of you seen the movie Aquila and the Bee?
Yes, we have.
It's like an introduction.
Okay. Anybody who hasn't seen it, it's about a spelling bee competition. It's a feature film, American one, and it's absolutely brilliant. I'll see
Right.
if we can get to show it on QTV because it's a fantastic film.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of you talked about life skills, you talked
Yeah.
about literacy skills and so on, and as my colleague Ibrahim Abalde said, we keep hearing that young people now, even though they have these smartphones, which kind of gives them a library at the tip of their finger, they don't seem to use it for that.
Sure.
But going through the competition in terms of the numbers who applied and competed, were you encouraged that maybe the things are turning around, or at least a little bit?
So what we did from the beginning was to provide them with a word list as well as a guide, and we encourage each to have a coach because they just cannot do it alone. So everyone had at some point, I think Sid and I was doing it with his siblings at some point, or doing it on his own, but most of the kids had a coach, either a teacher or a head teacher there helping them out. So this I must say it wasn't easy, but it was beyond just spelling words. I took it upon myself, like I'm young and I went through phases to get to where I am today. So I took it upon myself to teach them beyond just, it's more than spelling words, it's about having resilience, it's about being disciplined through it all. It's a competition, we know, but it has to be done in a friendly manner, and also in an environment that is friendly, good for their mental health, and of course as organizers and the coaches that have been coaching them.
And I think also one of the beauty of spelling bees, and the reason I mentioned Akila in the bee, is that in some sections of the movie, you will hear the competitor saying, can you tell me what the word means? Not just the word. So you're not just spelling the word. You have to have an understanding. And sometimes that is a clue, because sometimes some of these have Latin or Greek origins. And once you know what it's, then it can help you, you know, sort of get the lesson.
Absolutely.
The rest of
I mean, who are your partners? I mean, I know going around, you know, the country, I mean, involves a lot of expenses. And most of the time people cry, you know, about getting sponsors in this country. Where do you get the money to?
So when we started with the Regional B, it was Car Power Safe have been our main funders of this. And then Dr. Giorgio from Insys Global also saw it, and because we put the forms online and it was for sale for 300, and she was wondering why we were asking kids to pay. So she called us for it, and we had a discussion. So through her, to Dr. Giorgio of Insys Global and her network of colleagues, they were able to pay for those from the rural areas. And of course we had like some, I think 3 from KMC, 1 from West Coast that were actually sponsored through her help. So Insys Global also became our partners, and then we felt we needed to go to more, and then need more. So when we started with the regional, it was just Car Power Sip, Insys, and MAPSI in the beginning. And then when we wanted to do the national, it was more funding because we needed to do a lot. So we had to reach out to partners like, that's when we had Child Fund. We also had National Youth Council, who were also with us. I hope I don't miss out before some of the partners will come to me.
Just apologize for any you miss out.
Apologize for
that will cover it.
All right.
But okay, national now, winners get to go to Ethiopia. How did that link come about, that these people who win this one gets to go to Ethiopia, Addis Ababa, to compete? So how did that come about?
The foundation has registered to be part of the African Spelling Bee. So we wanted to do this since, but we couldn't. Even last year we went on, even put the flyers out there, application and everything, but we couldn't because it needs funding. Especially when it comes to organizing regional, which means going to all the different places. It was quite hectic. So the foundation is part of the African countries, because it's in the Gambia, so it's part of the organizations that actually register with the African Spelling Bee to do this.
So in terms of flight accommodation, all of that is taken care of for the ones who are going. If not, make a plea for somebody to help you out. This is your opportunity.
It's good we're here. So to anyone, it's good we're here. So to all our partners or anyone that's watching, I mean, it should be our collective responsibility to take these kids, first timers, to do this. I mean, anyone who gets to sponsor a child or the team for flight tickets to Ethiopia, you're doing a lot. You're helping us make this dream a reality, because we took it upon ourselves. It was challenging, but we took it upon ourselves. It's a dream that we need to work together as a team to make sure it comes into reality. Let Gambia be represented this year, and then hopefully next year there will be more competitions to attend.
Now, I hope you are coaching our youngsters very well, I mean, to prepare, because, I mean, Ethiopia might not be Gambia. It might be, you know, people can come from different parts of the world to be there. You know, so, I mean, I hope you are giving them all the necessary, I mean, training to prepare them. Let them spell, you know, good words. Let them give them something very challenging.
Of course.
You know, so I think with that way we should be victorious. I mean, at the end of the time.
Yeah, I was just telling Zaina outside that we're going to be doing that because it's the first time we're doing it. So most of the words, if you get to look at it, we're not up to that African spelling bee. I was just asking him if he watches the African spelling bee. It's quite tough. It's more like connected to the scripts spelling bee, where you have the big words or those with lots of letters to actually spell. So it's going to be our responsibility, even though they have coaches, but we're going to work together as the organizers to also provide them whatever necessary guide they need.
And so the spelling bee, the African spelling bee in Addis Ababa, when is that taking place?
It's going to be from 5th to 9th December.
So you have a lot of time to get prepared. In fact, all you need to do is just swallow a dictionary.
Spell any word, anything. Go ahead, you check any word you spell. You know, practice. I mean, well, I think it's important. I mean, for the media to be partnering with such an organization.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm thrilled. I'm excited because this is very much something that I've always believed in, and I've mentioned on the show many times. Growing up, myself and my siblings, we used to challenge each other. We would take 10 pages from the encyclopedia and say, okay, I've studied from page 100 to 110. Call any word there and test me. A, what does it mean? And B, can I spell it? And so we did that every day. And for us, that was fun. And it was enjoyable. It was exciting. It wasn't boring. And you know, I just wish people would do that.
Exactly.
You know, and then you get to learn to spell all kinds of words and to know what these words
mean. Yes, thank you. Thank you for coming, Fatoumata and Sayyidina Mohamed Dabo, for coming. Good luck.
It's a pleasure.
Wish you all the best for Ethiopia.
The whole Gambia is behind you.
They're rooting for you.
We are supporting you. At least we are aware that you will be going to Ethiopia. So we will also be, I mean, looking forward to that. So we will be supporting you 100%.
Thank you.
Understand? And I wish you all the best of luck. Yes, viewers, we'll take a short break. After the break, then we'll talk to the Club Food Association of the Gambia. We'll be talking to Ibu Kamara, country coordinator, and you know, on some of the things that they are doing and that they carried out, I mean, some training. It's important for us to delve into this. So we'll be right back.
The art of juggling is a true spectacle of agility, coordination, and speed. A symbol of progression, precision, and mastery. .5G speed is like having the juggler in your pocket. With lightning-fast download and upload speeds, you'll easily be able to juggle even the busiest workdays. Whether you're a busy entrepreneur, a creative, or just someone who wants to stay connected. Juggle your tasks with ease with QCell 5G speed. The future is here. It's fast, reliable, and efficient. First brought to you by QCell. We innovate, others follow.
Technology has always been at the forefront of our lives, and the way we use it has evolved drastically over the years. With the advent of 5G internet, we are entering a new era of technological innovation that promises to transform the way we live, work, and play. 5G internet is capable of providing data speeds up to 100 times faster than 4G, making it the ideal solution for streaming high-quality videos, playing online games, and downloading large files on the go. 5G internet is already transforming cities across the globe, powering smart cities, self-driving cars, and virtual reality experiences that were once thought impossible. 5G internet is also paving the way for Internet of Things, allowing for seamless connectivity between devices and the creation of a truly connected world. For the first time in the Gambia, QCell is bringing tomorrow's technology to you today with the launch of QCell 5G Internet. Get ready to experience the out-of-this-world wonders of QCell's 5G Internet. For more information, call 111. QCell. We innovate, others follow.
The future is now with QCell's 5G network. Experience speeds like never before with our new 5G Rocket Fixed Internet plan. Get speeds from 10 Mbps to 100 Mbps. Your 5G-enabled devices Walk into QCell headquarters to get one of our 5G routers and experience the true feeling of 5G. Only with QCell. QCell brings you the future. Tech, innovation, incredible speed. The future is now. For more information, call our customer care on 111. QCell, Sunyabus. We innovate, others follow. Terms and conditions apply.
QCell brings you the future with our ultimate bundles. Enjoy the best voice and data bundle plans in one package. Get unlimited data packages with flexible validity and enjoy what true internet feels like. Get 30 minutes of on-net and off-net calls with 5 gigabytes of data for just $350. Or get bigger bundle packages from 10 gigabytes to 20 gigabytes with over 100 on-net and off-net voice calls and enjoy the fastest internet speed in the Gambia. You can also buy 1-day, 3-day or even 7-day packages and enjoy unlimited data bundles with uncapped speeds. Just dial *343# today and experience the limitless capabilities of the QCell network. *343# should be your favorite code to dial now. For more information, call our customer care on 111. QCell, we innovate, others follow.
Step into the Espas Motors showroom for your luxurious name brand vehicle. Located along the Bertil Harding Highway, Espas Motors is the Gambia's authorized dealer for Chery, Kia, Ford, and now we bring you the new Peugeot Model 3008 SUV. 18-inch alloy wheels, 216 inches high ground clearance, keyless entry system, start and stop button, rear parking assistance system with reverse camera, adaptive cruise control with speed limit, LED daytime running lights, front and side airbags, 8-inch HD touchscreen. Not to forget our exquisite Peugeot Landtrek double cabin pickup with 2.1-liter diesel engine, 6-speed manual transmission 4x4, hill descent control, LED daytime running lights. Espas Motors, the authorized dealer for Peugeot. Visit us today or call us on 35-2222 or 353-4444.
Do your banking the smart way with the new Ajibank mobile app. Transfer money to any bank account in the Gambia. Top up airtime for all networks. Pay utility bills. Check your account balance and view mini statements. Request for ATM cards. Request for checkbooks and more in a single touch. So, do your banking in a smart way. Do your banking now with Ajibank mobile app. Every time is banking time.
We are back. This is QTV This Morning. I am Ibrahim Abalde. Now we are the last segment of the program. We've dealt with the newspaper review and of course our first segment, that's the Salimatu Foundation, the National Spelling Bee competition. So we are now talking to Ibu Kamara, country coordinator, and of course Pa Lamin Sawane from the Club Food Association of the Gambia. They've recently conducted a training, and this is a very significant training. We can see club food affected a lot of kids in this country, and most of them doesn't even know you can cure this. There is a process, you understand, until it's too late, you know, because I think at some point, at some age, you cannot change it anymore, you know. So welcome to the program, Ibu Kamara.
Thank you.
And Parlamin Sawane. Thank you. Yes. So first, Ibu, can you take us through this training?
Oh, start by telling us what club food is.
Exactly, so that people will understand.
Yeah.
Please,
thank you
what
very
is
much.
club?
Because when I said club the other day, my guys were like, what club? Club or what? Food, you know. So take us through.
It's really
I think this is your second time on this platform.
I've been here, but this is my third time.
Third time, okay. And you are not a guest. That's a guest here.
QTV, yes.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, thank you for that question. Gambia Club Food Foundation is a charitable foundation that was initiated 2017 to look after the club food disability. Club food disability is a disability that children are born with, deformed legs are twisted inward or outward. It become a real problem in the continent, in Africa, particularly Gambia, treatment become a challenge. People are not very much aware that it's a treatable condition, non-surgical method.
Sure.
And then children are grown up with that, and then they associate with Satan or with kind of a spiritual, cultural, beliefs. Then the people become disabled life. So it is becoming a concern as health workers. We looked at it very well and found that this is curable. Sure. We can treat it non-surgical and much even less expensive than normal treatment program. So we think we should come up, form a charity, look for funds, be able to sensitize people, increase people's awareness that this is nothing to do with Satan, nothing to do with anything spirit. It is genetical condition that people are born with. That research could take us many years to be able to detect what causes it. Sure. But what is important for us, it is treatable. Sure. If early intervention is taken, it will be treated and the child would not even be aware that he or she was born with clubfoot.
Sure.
That is the beauty.
Sure. Sure.
And that's why when the foundation came, our main partners we are looking for is the TV and radio, institutions to help us disseminate the information so that people know that this is treatable. Sure. Second option is to train our own Gambian healthcare workers to treat.
Which is what we covered recently.
Exactly.
Sure.
Because we thought people have this disability is to evacuate to foreign overseas treatment.
Yeah, of course.
That become very expensive and sometimes even not possible.
Sure.
And then that is like not the solution for as a country. This is why we try to look for funds, try to set up the foundation properly, get the doctors and frontline healthcare workers, train them and establish. So we started from 2017. In effect, in 2019, we are able to start with 2 hospitals.
Right.
Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital and Carnifing General Hospital. We trained 6 from Carnifing, 6 at Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital. So we used those 2 hospitals as a pilot project. Parliament, they were the first batch of the trained people is now at Carnifing General Hospital.
Okay, that's impressive.
That's why this morning I went to Carnifing General Hospital. Doctors, others are busy. I pull him up.
Okay, cool.
Because the first trained person, go and tell the people, you've been trained.
Sure.
What have you been doing after the training? Sure. Because it is not like doctors can only doctors can do it.
Quite.
It's physiotherapists, scrub nurse, public health people, specialists can be trained to do clubfoot treatment program. Doctors are there to back them and support them in the assessment and also in the critical situation.
Sure, and this specific method is the Ponseti.
Ponseti method.
Yeah,
that Ponseti, the only treatment where cutting is done is tenotomy. At the end of the training, of the treatment corrections, then you perform tenotomy so that the foot would dorsiflate. That is where the tendon is a bit loosened, cut. That's where surgery comes in.
Okay.
A little bit of that cutting. And that doctors have to be trained who have already got the skills to cut
exactly.
So that they can also help to do that effectively and back the other treatment providers. And that's what we've been intensifying. Okay. So we later on rolled back to the Brikama District Hospital because our plan is to decentralize clubfoot treatment program in the whole country so that the whole Gambia, wherever a child is born with clubfoot and is detected, should be referred to a hospital and get treatment straight off.
Exactly. It should be.
This is what we are
doing.
Yeah. That's why we roll back to Brikama and train another 7 specialists at Brikama District Hospital.
Right.
Now, within these 3 hospitals, Carnifing, Banjul, and Brikama, for the last 5 years, through the support of Miracle Fit, that is funding it, we treated over 300 children free of charge in this country.
Impressive.
Over 300 children were going to go disabled for the last 5 years.
So, okay, let's talk to Pa Lamin Sawane. Pa Lamin, mbafule bisimila program. Laftale ya fonye nyung clubfoot. jara roñing muna mu club foot sa na mol sa faham
club foot atamu fendati mi yalon ko mol ya courant le mu ina ka wulule so nina wuluta isingo aka dun kono to dapato aka dun kono to wala dol ka findi bantale
okay
so ni na wuluta modol ka ikata ko koy mu setano le abama mu setani tolti wala fama mu setani tolti ate jara nola so dol na ka wel mewu wala nyama fo eta fo dol bije ni mente tambita sanji tanni lulu sanji tanni woro fo sanji tanni sey e ka doko dila dol bije fanni balo kuliyata e kala bam pus sole kon
e ka si pus sole
e kana ke sada dani la so sai kabring ibunata ay mol sensitize ala mol trainer la so nataje ko ni aka jarale so a jaro ni asoneata le operation tije ka singole muta yatilindi sumandirol le bije lum folo ni nata jaralola ni singo be ko forine so mba sumannale so it's called Piranisco so Piranisco le kataraje ko le ta ninga singo sumang nga tilindi so mba a record la nga cast wala mba tabah lale ninga tabah nga concrete yeta lo kunkilim fulanjang ise muruna ni murutana so mbe tabaho bondi la ko nga singo sumang ko tanke from natara ila first day mu 1 net nga recording start 1 mba mutala woto ni la 2 weeks o banta ni nata nga record ko teke na bota na be fisiaka be bola 1 ibita 0.5 yeah, from 0.5 yeta ko teke in another 2 weeks yenana ni nata nga cash bondi ko tanke nga do apply nga suman ko tanke so ikaje 2-3 cast kadar singo sayo kai atilinda so from 0.5 you go to 0 so after scoring 0 then you are fit for tenatomy then ni tenatomy sita doctor kana sim toron santo demande fasa dole bije ikole kuntu nayo kuntu so after nga taba ina say 2 weeks ni nata ni nga bondi kanyi sama tole tanga dila
okay nyina ka singol tilinde
nyina ka singu muta ka tilinde kala tilingo steady for 3 months 90 days
okay so nyin abaduna karisaba
ata bondila 23 hours montoro wati muanina abetara dinni ngosinto na be sino la bang abe siri bang abe anything fo ni ayatar bala ku wato sita ajibita kula wala tata kamato tato
isa bondi okay
ina dunga sin
okay sai dinni wonyanta sanji jelle sotola jannin ka fo ko nyin ate jarano ga sai
ning
natara because ngalon ne ninke balem natara fa kulol menta
ka koleale because ni dara fo maybe insafo dal according to the history treatment on 40 years for ya treatment
40 years
40 years
wow
yes.
That's impressive.
Yes.
They can treat even if you are 40 years.
Yeah, 40 years. So ka trial na ngandol soto le 19 mimi yalon currently is receiving the treatment at the hospital. 29 years old. Good. Is receiving treatment at the hospital. Do for now 19 from Nyomi, yes. From Nyomi.
Impressive.
Receiving the treatment.
So can we take this opportunity to anybody who has the condition or know somebody who has the condition, how can they get in touch with you? And you've said, we've just heard somebody's 29 is being treated for it. So it is treatable even up to that age and even up to the age of 40. How can they get in touch and benefit from this?
Yeah, it's true. People can get in touch for anybody who spotted anyone, relative, neighbors and friends that got clubfoot. They can get in touch with us. They can either come to Kanifi General Hospital. We are there on Wednesdays. Demban Clinic, we were in Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital. Changes in Banjul brought us back to Demban. We are in Demban. And Brikama District Hospital now is available. In fact, Brikama, we have our own build center at Brikama.
Wow, nice.
Funded by TICA, Tika funded it from
Tika.
scratch. They built it, they funded everything scratch. So it's one of the beautiful centers we have in Brikama.
I think Tika is a Turkey.
Yeah, Turkish
Turkish.
development agency.
Yeah.
Because we're looking at Brikama strategically, it's a largely populated region.
Absolutely.
In the country.
Sure.
So that's why we put more emphasis in Brikama to have the center in Brikama, and that is perfectly well with us.
Sure.
People can go to Brikama. We are there on Thursdays. The center is functional. There are other people there. In fact, we house the people who are doing dressing also housed in that building.
Okay.
So people are there all the time. So you can go there. Our telephone numbers are also, we have stickers all over. Most of the clinic in the country, health centers and hospitals, we have these big stickers there, A3 stickers, where we have our telephone numbers, our contacts and emails all over. Even on Google, if you Google Gambia Clubfoot Foundation, you will see details of what we've been doing for the last 5 years.
And you also have a Facebook page.
Yeah, we have a Facebook page as well. We have our, our website as well, all functional. These are where we can go. Recently, Farafenya, because our plan is to decentralize, train more people, and decentralize the treatment program. This year, we are successfully moved to Farafenya. Farafenya General Hospital. Last 2 weeks, we trained almost 16 people. That 16, 6 from Farafenya General Hospital, and then we have 6 of them also Ndemban, which is orthopedic surgeons, orthopedic resident doctors, and orthopedic consultants. We train those people to support the few doctors who are performing tenotomy in the country. We have only Dr. Keba Marina, Dr. Kajali Kamara, Dr. Alaji Mane. These are the trained doctors who perform tenotomy in the program. These 3. If they are busy or they travel, tenotomy, children's treatment reaches a tenotomy level, it becomes a challenge. We keep moving. Now it is deemed us to train more doctors. And that's why we move those consultants, orthopedic consultants and orthopedic consultants to go to Farafenye and train them alongside. And luckily, you see yesterday, the ones trained in Farafenye performed tenotomy yesterday at Demban. You see the beauty of it.
Impressive.
Without Dr. Marina, without any of those ones, they did perform tenotomy successfully. This is what we want for Gambia. We are trying to train more people, decentralized treatment is all over, so that no child goes. The trend I'm looking at now in this country with the prevalence, we have not conducted a study yet to know actually how many babies are born with clubfoot annually. But then through our treatment program, we have a target year with our partners, Miracle Fit. How much do you think you can treat in the Gambia per year? Last quarter, from July 2022 to June 2023 this year, our target was 85 patients to be treated. That means average 7 patients a month. Average. This is really very great. Our treatment came on that accelerated spot because we have 3 hospitals. We were able to treat up to 87 children.
Wow.
Above the target. 102% above the target.
Absolutely.
Target. This is an achievement that we did. That means there is more people hiding in the community. We are trying to accelerate our community engagement. How we engage with the community, how we are able to get people to access the treatment.
Exactly. I think, Ibu, that's important. How to engage the community. I'm told time is against us.
Time is our enemy.
Yes, we have other programs that are coming. But we are happy that, we are having our own brothers who are doing this.
Yes.
You don't need to seek for international treatment, overseas treatment. You can do certain things in the Gambia. For me, when I saw this before, if I see kids with this, before I have this concept, this one will never be treated again. But you proved us wrong.
300 people is a great number.
Exactly.
300 in 5 years is
so thank you very much, gentlemen. And this is all we have for you today. We will be back here on Monday, inshallah, to bring you other interesting stories making headlines. Mr. Ade, thank you very much.
Always a pleasure, and I look forward to engaging with the viewers next week. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Have a wonderful day.